Professional Triers with J.R. Matos and Brian McVeigh.
Hey, everybody, this is Brian, and I have a special from the Professional Triers. Sorry. This is normally JR's line, but I have Bobby Gazela with me as my co-host because JR is out of pocket this week. So, and that's going to be the word for this week, or not word, I'm sorry, phrase is out of pocket. So it seems like it's been.
Am I supposed to be yelling? Ah!
So yeah, I'm kind of searching around, and Bobby graciously agreed to come on and be my co-host with me. So
I'm hoping I was the
Bobby,
first.
how's it going, bud?
Oh, good. And yourself?
Going good. Busy. Crazy time of year with everything and everything. So but we do have a guest. It's not just going to be us BS and back and forth. We do have Matthew Eccles with us. Matthew, you there, bud?
Yeah, how's it going?
Hey, good.
Hey, Matthew.
So, Matthew, I sent you the questions that we the little template that we go through. So we'll go through that together. Bobby and I'll ask you questions. Hopefully we can do it one at a time, and we take our time and have a good time with this. That's a lot of time. So
So it says here on the questions that JR and Brian will be introduced. So I don't see JR.
JR is out of pocket.
I don't know if I can do it without JR. I guess I'll do with Bobby.
I could see JR listening or watching this right now and just shaking his head, because his favorite emoji to me is, the hand slapper. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm sure he's doing that right now because he is out of pocket right now. So, all right. So are we recording? Are we good? Okay, we are.
Yes, we are.
So what we'll start with then, Matthew, is you want to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Matthew Eccles. I live in Syracuse, Utah, have 4 kids, and have been married for 20 years. We've been doing lights for about 10 years now, and we've been doing pixel lights. This will actually be our second year doing pixel lights. So last year was our first year.
Excellent.
Okay. Now, what was your inspiration to get into this hobby?
Watching YouTube videos, 10 years ago. Of course, there's a lot more now.
Yes.
But watching YouTube videos 10 years ago, when we first started doing it, there wasn't very many shows. We were using Vixen at the time with AC lights. So it was definitely a challenge.
Very cool. Yeah, that's exactly how I got into it, because I've watched YouTube videos for years and years and years, and then was finally able to do something out of my house out here. So now I know you're in Brew Tank a lot and you do the Saturday night games and stuff, but this might be tough. But tell us something about yourself that nobody in the hobby knows, not out of the Utah group or anything like that. So
I think the most kept secret is I was a volunteer fire chief in Oklahoma.
Wow.
For 8 years. Yep.
Wow, very cool. So, well, thank you for what you do. I love you guys.
Now, do you still do that, or have you?
I do not.
You retired?
Yeah, I have retired. If you visit my page, you probably would see that I retired fire chief. But I did it a lot in Oklahoma, and mainly brush fires, not forest fires or anything like that. So I miss it, but not enough.
How does your family handle the hobby?
Actually, my wife handles it probably better than most wives I would expect. She actually was out there yesterday putting up the permatrack on her garage door. So
What?
yeah,
Wow.
she
Awesome.
actually was out there spray painting it, the Permatrack to match our house and get it out there installed. So she's all in.
Wow, that is really cool.
My
Did
kids
she even
help.
she climbed and put it up too as well, or?
No, so I don't have to
Oh.
climb. I can just reach up and put it up.
Oh, okay.
But she can't quite reach, but that's okay. My kids do help a little bit as well. My youngest daughter thinks it's still cool. She's 15. The rest of them are like, teenage or in their 20s, and they're just like, it's whatever. So
Yeah, mine don't give two hoots, but
they reach a certain age and then they're like, yeah, Dad, that's cool, but not cool enough.
oh yeah. And I said this last week when my son's third grade teacher last year showed the news that I was on. He was all in. Then he's, oh yeah, I help Dad, and puffed out his chest, and I do all kinds with the show and help him out. But yeah, no, that reality, you don't give two hoots. So so what we're going to do is we kind of flew through that really quick because I think I need to put that last line. We'll ask you kind of like one at a time. It kind of slows it down a little bit, but you answered like 1 through 6 really quick. So, or 1 through 5. So, but that's no problem.
Well, it was like, tell me a little bit about yourself. So I just told you a little bit about myself.
Yeah, we might just block all that together or something. We got to do something with that. So, but
Even I went through it quick too.
Yeah, Bobby did the same thing. So, and everybody does. They're like, here's what I got. So, not a problem. So we'll get started into the speed round, the second section. So if you want to go through your controllers, how many, the type of them, software, scheduler, what voltage you use, pigtails, pixel count.
Yeah. Pixel count. So everyone says their pixel count differently because do they count their matrix panels or do they not? So
P10s, P5s are just counted as one prop.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, that'll eat up like 220-48 on a P10 panel really quick. So
yeah.
I
don't include those in my pixel count. So.
I don't either. No. That was my first year when I was trying to bump up. Oh yeah, I got 7,000. Yeah, in reality, I had 5,400. So,
so we have 4 controllers this year, up from 2. We may have 5 by the time we're done. So I only use F48s and Culp 32s. I use BeagleBones and Pies for the panels, but not for the props. I use Eccles Lights obviously now, and I use the Pi for our scheduler this year. Last year I used Xschedule. It worked really well, but I always had to have the computer on. This time I'll just be using the Pi and schedule it that way. I use 12 volts. I don't know if there's anything else other than 12 volts.
I heard there's 24 coming soon.
Did I hit a button? Sorry.
Everybody's going like, dude, there's 5 volt out there. But
I know.
There's 110. There's 110 volt.
So I use 12 volt on everything. And then I do use pigtails, and I use X connects for everything. And then other hardware, I use an ASAP senior pole and portable hole, and most of my props are either Permatrack or Coro props. I'm using a ton of RBLs this year. They're really big lights.
Yeah,
I bought a ton of them last year at Home Depot.
Yep.
I went to 7 different Home Depots and bought them all out.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember you doing that.
I know other people in Utah probably hate me, but snooze, you lose.
Yeah, that's it. As soon as they hit it, boy, I'm all like, I take that box and I'll take that box, but they all got to be white.
Yep.
Ours were sold out.
Yep.
So all of ours were actually on the rafters. So
yeah,
luckily the box, I could see the item number on the box, so I could tell the guy, I want that box that's way up there. And he's like, "Are you sure?" Yes. In fact, give me all three.
Then here comes the people with the flags, beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep, blocking out the aisles, and everybody's got to wait like it's a train going by. Oh yeah, good times. So that was awesome. Bobby, did he forget anything?
No, I think you got it all there.
Yeah.
So I have a new prop this year.
Hey, we'll get into that.
Yeah, that's later.
Oh, dang it. I just wanted to jab at you some more.
Oh, that prop. Yeah, we don't need to bring up that prop. And this is terrible because I mean, not terrible. It's terrible on my part because I don't have my special prop. Bobby has his special prop.
Yep.
You have
I've had it
your
for 2 years.
Prop. Yeah, I know who did the model for it. Didn't I?
No, I did that one. No, that was mine.
I didn't do that one.
No, you helped me with the
Saber one. Yeah,
the Sabres one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to talk to, gosh darn it,
one of your dealers.
I need one of my dealers. I got my Coro dealer, dude, man. I need to look up.
And you got a really close dealer by me, Jojo Coro.
Oh, hey, remember, no plugs, no sponsored plugs.
My bad. Take that away.
No, they could be mentioned. We mentioned them all, so we love them
for all your Coro sequencing, voiceover, and dining needs now.
Yeah, dining needs. And coin collecting needs.
Yes.
Where I got mine right over there. It's in my special coffee cup. All right, so let's move to the secondary content. So we'll go a little bit more in depth on some, and you can talk about your stupid prop and and you know what, Bobby, I'll let you start out.
Hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, it's okay.
Whoa, you went big.
I did.
He wants to clear out his privacy.
No, it's fine. I have a mess behind me, so I'm good.
He's putting up his
okay.
Oh, I thought you were gonna put up
No, it's a mess behind me. I'll skip that.
Okay.
Okay, so what would you say is your most popular prop? You're popular
right now,
not newest.
Hold on, let me see. Popular would probably be the Mega Tree, actually, just because of how big it is, how close it is to the street. It's 44 strings of 100, so it's 4,400 lights. It's got a large 36-inch tree on the top, it's also got a tree on the top. No, it's got a star on the top. So it's probably the most popular, just because it's so bright, so big, and it's it's in your face.
What's the spacing?
2-inch spacing, actually.
2 inch.
Okay.
That would be cool for a mini tree to be a tree topper.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be traditional, but that'd be interesting. Okay, so you told us about it. Have you ever had a neighbor or neighborhood troubles with your display? And if so, how did you handle it?
So yes, actually last night at a barbecue, I was told that one of my coworkers absolutely hates my house because he has to drive by my house and stop every time.
Oh,
because his kids want to watch the light show. So
that's awesome.
So I guess it's a good negative.
Good hate.
Yeah, that's a good hate.
But so far, no, I have not had any strictly negative feedback or comments. I've even attended the city council meetings to hopefully immediately squelch any concerns if they come up, but I have not had any. In fact, we get a lot of people dropping off cookies and bread throughout the season, and we actually had a Santa come up. I may have shown this to you guys earlier. He came up on our porch, dropped off some cookies, and he was in a costume. It was hilarious.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think you did share that on one night. You shared the video of it.
He did the whole belly roll and everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Can you tell us about the evolution of your display?
So yeah, we started off with all AC lights with only 16 channels. It was two SainSmart controller boards that had 8 channels on each, and it was through a Arduino hooked up to Vixen. So it started off very, very small. By the time that setup was done, we had 64 channels of AC lights, and 16 of them were on the Megatree, which wasn't a Megatree at all, according to now.
Yeah.
But we had it on the tree, and had some, various props along the house. And then this last year, we literally dove headfirst, and we added we replaced all of our AC lights and added about 11,000 lights
Wow.
last year. So
I was going to have a follow-up and ask if you still had any of your AC lights still in the show with the boards that are out there nowadays.
we do not. We actually had a yard sale and we sold off all of the old AC lights.
Wow.
And we kept all the extension cords, thankfully, because all those we had over 60 extension cords because all AC lights needed extension cords, and so we kept all those extension cords, and thank goodness, because we're going to need them this year with all the additions.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, switch cords are hard to find, I tell you.
Yeah.
So if you could basically start your display totally over, clean slate, 100%, what would you do different?
I didn't see that question.
It's
there.
Would you like me to read it verbatim for you?
No. I see it. It's number 5. I see it. I just skipped over it, I guess. Man, I don't know if there's really that much. Maybe change of the controllers when I first started, because I went with an F16 thinking that was going to be good for my Megatree, and while it may be great for other people, in our specific layout, it wasn't going to work as the way I wanted it. So I went with the Culp 32 on the Megatree eventually. Every house is different, so every house's layout needs to be taken into account, and not, what works great for you and may not work great for me just because of the layout and distance and all that stuff. So yeah, probably just pay a little bit more attention to the controller layout.
Yeah.
If you could travel to any show that, any shows in the world, what would be your top 3?
That's a great question. I still didn't get an answer for that. So we'll skip this, or like pause this, but there's Tom Badette. I can never pronounce his last name.
Bet George.
There's Tom's. There's, I think, JR's show, and then I can't remember.
Oh, he's copying me, Brian.
No.
That's the same answer I came up with. That's the same answer I came up with.
But and I would like to go see probably Vinny's show, the drive-through.
Yeah.
But so if you want to, we can go over this one again if you want to cut it in.
No, we're good.
Okay.
Oh, I lost where we're at. Where are we? Okay, so if you have any, or what tips would you have for somebody new getting into the hobby? So if you were helping anybody out, or somebody, a couple people, what tips do you pass on to them that are starting out?
Don't tell your wife how much it's going to cost. Probably the number one tip is it's going to cost you a lot more than what you think. No matter how much of a budget you put out, it's going to cost you more. There's always something else.
There's always, trips to Home Depot. There's Ace Hardware. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just looking at a thread today where someone's saying, okay, get a budget, then double it, triple it, and you might be about half of what you need.
Yeah.
Close
So
to.
our show, I was hoping to be, like $5,000 last year, and it did not cost us $5,000. It was
Yeah,
almost
it was
it was
two
almost
thousand.
11.
Yes, it was two. We got $2,000.
Yeah. So it was about $11,000 after it was all said and done. And so it's, if you really, a good way to estimate it is almost $1 a pixel is
Yeah.
how much it's going to cost you.
Yep.
Okay. Here's a good question for you. What do you think would be the next must-have prop?
Probably, I would say virtual matrices or matrices.
Hmm?
Having them in the windows, depending on the layout of your house, just sticking a TV or a monitor in there, just to have a prop in the window, especially like for Halloween and stuff like that. Or if you have a 2-story house, having Santa Claus up in the second floor.
Oh God, Russell.
Yeah,
does
those are
that.
always cool. Those are always cool to see.
So probably a virtual matrix is after that, I would say good networking equipment.
Yeah.
Making sure that your network is well taken care of, and if you can separate the network on its own segmented area to where it's not interfering with your house, that's the best way to do it.
Either by unmanaged switch or a different network entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use
network. Yeah.
Yeah, I use a Ubiquity gateway, and then I have a subnet that's attached to my network that is only for Christmas lights. So it never actually touches back to my house, the rest of the devices in my house.
Yep. Yeah, I have mine shut off. Christmas lights. I just put a ACLR out in the garage, so now I'm banging with all this fiber that I have now. I feel like I got bandwidth coming out my. Anyways,
yep. Hold on. How what's your speed again?
I pay, well, it's around 260 to 240 for us up here.
So that's dirty fiber.
Well, it's a lot better than 10.
Yeah, yes, I agree.
You were saying it was gonna be 100, so that's actually sounding pretty good then.
It was going to be 100 for the price that we had talked about on the other thing, but they came out with 300 by 100. So
that's nice.
Local, that's what I get. Local, like if I ping somebody in, like Helen or whatever, I do get those speeds. But then when I reach out to different servers, throughout the United States, it slows down a little bit. Not bad. I'm still in the 200s, but I mean, anything is better than what I did have, and I'd freeze like that or something. But we have an awesome editor, Seth, and he fixed that. Like, I mean, you didn't even notice that I was like, because I was froze for like ever. So if Bobby wouldn't have blinked, I would have thought you guys were both frozen just now. So
blinked.
Now, hopefully you're not like Bobby and you actually go out and interact with the onlookers. But have you had, assuming that you do, have you had any interactions, awkwardness with the onlookers out there?
So, maybe a few times. There was a couple that ordered pizza last year to our house. They door dashed pizza to their car sitting in front of our house so that they could have their date night.
Gonna so be there for a minute.
So that was a little weird. We also had a family show up in their RV, and they all got out. So I have a big park right across the street from our house, so they could take up that whole park and just have fun. So they all got out and listened to the show out there. but I wouldn't say any awkward, like people getting upset that I came out and visited with them. We regularly go out on Christmas Eve and hand out candy canes to kids that show up, and we go car to car. And so I wouldn't say any awkwardness. It's just there's some strange interactions, maybe.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that took some planning to DoorDash that pizza though too.
it did.
That's awesome. That is
They
awesome.
were out there.
Either they were sitting there for an hour, or
So I think
Or they thought-
they pre-ordered it,
okay.
and then they were out there for 2 iterations for the show, because our show runs for about 30 minutes.
Oh, gotcha. That's crazy.
That's a good one. I like
That
that.
is good. That's really good. I don't know if anybody's gonna top that. I mean, I thought the people thinking I was homeless out there panhandling or something was good, but that's awesome. So, I get a knock on the window. Hi, I'm Brian. I have this show. This is mine. So
they actually
Please
most of the time they do see us coming out of the front door. We try to make an effort for them to see us coming out of the front door of the house, instead of going out the side door and then sneaking around to them.
yeah.
Then they probably get it like, who are you knocking at my door? So we actually come out the front.
I walked right down my driveway and it's 254 feet long. So they're going to see me unless they're just into the show that much. They may not see me. But
So here's a hint. You need to dress up as Santa. Then they wouldn't be so freaked out by you.
go get some little white for the beard.
Yeah.
Go get a red Carhartt.
Red car. Oh, red car. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, see, for
lights
me,
on.
if I walk outside, the people will drive off. It's like, get off my lawn. That's what I'm worried about.
If you get a red Carhartt, just don't dirty it up with that Kansas City crap.
See, and we were being so good. And okay, so thanks for listening. This is Brian again, guest host Bobby. Please hit that like, smash that share button.
Yeah, I need to get a drink here.
Oh, well, I mean,
I got to stretch.
Yeah. We're gonna turn this into a sports show instead of a Christmas show. So yes.
Okay, next question.
Seth is gonna be like, come on, guys, just move on, get past this. What are you talking? Go sports, let's go, move on. So Chiefs, Bills, and Steelers. 2 conferences the same. We're the outside, but we're the best. So the last question
and then somebody woke up.
What? Well, I mean, you guys just played each other last week, and Bobby,
I haven't said anything to Bobby. I've been nice. I am not going to rub it in.
Yeah.
So
they're a young team. They're a young team. There's always next year.
You really after week 1, you're already all right. This year's a wash. We're just going to start building for next year. God, super
our whole
fan.
Offensive line is brand new this year.
So I watched that game. That was rough.
Okay, so how is your show unique? And what are some of your favorite props you have or want to have in your show?
So this year, I think our show is unique because our yard is so wide. Most houses most shows are fairly narrow, just the width of the house, maybe just a little bit. You can see behind me, the house is very wide, and we actually have more off to the garage that goes around the corner. So we're going to actually add on to that this year by adding a lot more props on the other side of the driveway to even widen our show.
Nice.
So our favorite props this year are probably going to be the services. We have the 4 branches of services. We have those from Boscoyo, as well as a wonderful Steelers logo that'll be going out to be up year round.
There's 5 branches.
So there is. We did not get the Coast Guard, and actually
there's 6 because you're talking about
Brian.
There's space. Yeah.
We got Space Force, which is AKA Star Trek. So
I laugh because Air Force. Hopefully I'm allowed to laugh with that.
So yeah, so both my wife and I are in the Army, and I was in the Army. She's still actually in the Army. So we wanted to be able to support the services. We live right by an Air Force base. So we're going to have a lot of Air Force folks drive by as well. So
Well, thank you for your service, guys.
thank you.
Both of you. So that's always good. So that is basically the end of that. We're going to move into the rapid fire questions. And these questions you don't have on your sheet. They are just silly questions. For an example, is a hot dog a sandwich or a hot dog?
Doesn't matter. It goes in your mouth.
Exactly. But those are going to be, they're just off the wall, silly questions. I'll ask the first, and because JR is out of pocket this week, his number one go-to question is, what color is your toothbrush?
Yellow.
Okay. What is the best Wi-Fi name you have seen?
FBI surveillance truck.
I've had that one before. If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called?
Mashed peanuts.
Mashed peanuts. We haven't had that one yet. That's a good one.
What sport would be funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to?
What's that? What is it? Foosball? Where they?
That
The little soccer table soccer.
Yeah.
That happens at any bar.
Yeah.
Oh, my turn. If animals could talk, I cannot believe I cannot read my writing. I've only had it for 2 years. So if animals could talk, what animal would be the rudest to talk to?
Probably cats. They're just assholes.
They just have that look.
Yeah, like I'm going to kill you if you don't get away from me.
Yep.
Or
That
wait
is
till you go
But
to bed.
give me food.
Yeah, give me food, but wait till you go to bed. I'm gonna sit on your face.
I own you. You are my
You're my food getter.
If you were transported 400 years into the past with no clothes or anything else, how would you prove that you were from the future?
400 years. I wouldn't want to be alive 400 years ago.
But if you were transported there,
I don't. That's a great question. I don't know. It depends on where I was transported to. If like I was right here, I'd probably be killed right away. Because I would not be a native, so they would probably kill me.
Yep.
okay. If you're transported into Europe in 400 years ago,
so I probably wouldn't die from all the diseases because I'd be vaccinated.
Oh, there you go.
oh, okay.
That's
So you
good thinking.
can treat people and help people then.
Yeah.
And so I am great. I cannot get sick.
Yeah. Although there's probably diseases back there.
Yeah, there's something we don't have.
Yeah. No vaccination for nowadays.
Yeah, don't tell them to do bloodletting. Tell them not to do bloodletting. That's bad.
Bad. I'm gonna make a note of that.
That's what George Washington died from.
Oh, gotcha. Well, moving on.
Yeah.
Not only entertaining, educational. If you were arrested with no explanation whatsoever of what you did, what would your friends and family think you did wrong?
Probably speeding.
God, how fast are you going to get arrested?
No comment.
Okay. How many times have you been arrested for speeding?
I've not been arrested at all.
Oh, okay.
but I've had 2 tickets for speeding.
Mm.
None of them were over. None of the tickets were over 20.
That's not bad.
The tickets weren't.
The tickets weren't, the actual speed was.
Maybe.
No. Not driving a Prius.
Yeah. No.
Evident-
So you can still go 20 over in a school zone in a Prius.
Oh shoot. All right, Bobby, you got one more?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, do
What
you?
part of what part of a kids movie completely scared you?
Shooting Bambi. Or Bambi's mom.
Oh, that made you sad.
Yeah.
I'm thinking backstraps.
Okay.
Oh, that's the best part of the deer is the backstraps. Oh, so good. Half the audience is going, ew, and the other half is going, he's right.
Yep.
That's all I got. Thanks for coming on, Matthew. I appreciate it.
You pressured me? What?
But a little pressure. Yeah, no. Simple question. What are you doing tonight?
So actually I was helping another light show enthusiast. He came over just a little bit ago and was showing him our permatrack and our controller setup. So
Right on.
yeah, helping others out in our community that want to try to get started.
Yeah,
That's
that's excellent. That's awesome. So Bobby, thanks for coming on in short
Thanks for
notice.
inviting me as well.
No, it'd have been really boring, I think. Nah, I think Matthew and I would have made it entertaining, but you made it all that much better. So but I want to remind everybody, please hit that like button, smash that notifications. Yeah. Hit the chime, get the little bell symbols on it. So you'll see when these come out. That's why we're doing this on this night. We're trying to hold up to our promise to you guys on doing it for a weekly basis, even if somebody is out of pocket.
Ah!
But so I guess I have a line that I say at the end. So, and we'll close it with, you guys got anything else to say?
I'm
Lights
good.
out.